So we all know with great power comes great responsibility. This has a 6-liter in it, heads, cam, stall. That's not necessarily the great power. This is going to be the great power. This is another 6-liter that I'm going to actually build for boost. We already got a cam. If you guys follow along for a while, you know some I've tossed around for a while. I finally committed. I do have a turbo, 78, 75, pretty good sized turbo. So this 6-liter is going to be coming out. That 6-liter is going to be going in. That's going to have an LS2 crank, LS2 rods, pistons, 317 heads, whatever. It's going to be built for boost. I'm going to do a 4L80 swap, gathering parts for both. I think I'm going to build the engine first, get the transmission in, engine at the same time. But something that I put off for a long time is doing the brakes. On the 99 through 04, I believe 05 or 06, they switched to a bigger rotor. These are like 12-inch, the new ones are 13. From my understanding, they're the same on the NBS trucks, like the 07, 08s and up, that body style. So we're gonna find out. I got some calipers from the junkyard, I got brackets, I got brand new rotors and pads. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, before we get too far into this, I want to make sure the new brackets fit. It looks like they do. So they definitely match, that's good. So now, let's see what the rotors look like next to the new ones. Here's the new one, the old one obviously. See, it's definitely bigger. That's good. Oh, now it's dirty. So all the parts I've gotten have been from like a 2008, 2010 half ton. Looks like everything so far is fitting. The bore is the same, so let's get this on the truck and see how it looks. Alright, we got one side done. I was kind of messing with this side to figure out how to do it, make sure there's nothing we had to modify. There is nothing to modify. The bigger caliper goes right on. The bracket fits, caliper fits. You just have to unbolt this from your old caliper, the brake hose. It has not aluminum, a copper crush washer. It has the seal. I'm going to try and reuse it. If it leaks, then you need to replace it. Looked like it was okay. We'll find out, I guess, when we go to bleed it. That's really going to be the hardest thing, is bleeding it, because I sucked everything out of the reservoir because it's never been changed. Got a whole bunch of new fluid, so we'll get both sides done and see if my wife will help me bleed the system, starting at the furthest away, whatever brake line is the longest. So usually that's the right rear, front right, front left. That's what we're gonna do. So I'll show you a little bit more on the other side. Something worth noting, I believe when you do this big upgrade you can no longer run 16-inch wheels. I believe you have to run 17 and up. I have 18, so it's not really a big deal for me, but keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the driver's side. We'll keep these for the new ones. The new ones didn't come with them. So we're going to loosen this guy up and let all the old fluid drain out. So after that's done draining, we got two 18mm bolts, and I'll take the whole caliper and bracket off. Don't need to worry about separating the caliper from the bracket. We're getting rid of it anyway. These bolts that hold the calipers in, brackets, do need Loctite. Wrong way. Looks good so far. Just took it for a drive. It's definitely better. I think I need to bleed them again now that it's driven down the road and vibrated. Hopefully shook some of the air bubbles loose. And you need to break the rotors in. They'll have like grease and stuff on them from the factory. But overall, a big upgrade. It was needed. Regardless, the other ones were completely shot, and you can ask one of my friends that drove it recently. You had to get on pretty hard to stop. So while you're doing it, it's a worthwhile upgrade. I do think, however, I'm going to end up doing the Hydro Boost upgrade. This has vacuum brakes. Hydro Boost is the way to go. So that'll probably be the next brake mod, but now that it can actually stop decently, we'll move on to the 6-liter. Like I said, it's got an LS2 rotating assembly. Still haven't picked out a cam for it. I got an idea what I want. Not positive yet, but gonna get the heads redone. It's 317, so it should be, I'm hoping, around 10-to-1 compression. Good size turbo, big injectors. So whenever we start working on this thing, I'll do a little bit of that. We'll get the engine done, 4L80 for it, and then like take the engine trans out at the same time, put the new engine in, new trans in, get it tuned.